Recent days have seen large-scale Russian missile and drone attacks on Ukrainian cities, including the capital, Kyiv. At the same time, there have been increasing reports of attacks on Russian territory near Ukraine. Hundreds of people have taken refuge in a sports arena in the Russian city of Belgorod. They're among thousands reported to have fled after increased shelling near the Ukrainian border. According to local officials, at least 2 people were killed by heavy artillery fire in the region on Friday. More on this now from DW's Russia analyst Konstantin Egger. He joins us from Vilnius. Konstantin, we're getting reports of thousands of Russian citizens fleeing the shelling near the Ukrainian border. Tell us more.
Well, it is clear that the shelling from the Ukrainian side, as you know, the Ukrainians are reluctant to confirm who is shelling and what is actually happening. It seems it has produced an effect. And yes, people are flocking to the regional capital of Belgorod, which is a significant city in the south of Russia. The Russian social media are full of videos of people that basically are very disoriented and are reluctant, frankly speaking, to say that this is the result of Putin's war against Ukraine. But it is clear now that it's not just some isolated shelling incidents. It is now impacted this important southern Russian region, and people there are cognizant now of the fact that things have really gone wrong.
You know, in the past days, we've seen repeated cross-border action in the Belgorod region and fighting on Russian territory. Might this be the beginning of Ukraine's long-awaited counteroffensive?
Well, indeed, Michael, you're right. And the geography has widened very significantly. Strikes were reported this night, 130 kilometers from the previous sort of shelling area, 130 kilometers to the east. So yes, it is actually expanding across the border. Look, I think you have to ask someone with a better military experience than my 3 years of the national service. But yes, I suspect that the Ukrainians are flipping it on Putin. People were expecting them to attack, I don't know, in the Crimea or in Mariupol. But in fact, what they are doing, they are showing the weakness of Putin's defenses on Russian soil, on Russian territory proper. What will be the next moves by Kyiv? We'll see. But definitely, I think it's part of something big, not just isolated incidents.
Konstantina, I'm curious, is there a sense now among ordinary Russians that the war, which once seemed distant, is now getting closer?
I think so, especially in southern Russia, which, well, is closest to the fighting. But again, ordinary Russians in Vladivostok in the east are different from ordinary Russians in Smolensk. This is a country that spans, I forgot, 9 or 11 time zones. Definitely, it is something very embarrassing for Putin. They are trying now, they in the Kremlin are very clearly trying to still present this vision, image of normality. But I think it will be increasingly more difficult. It's another matter, Michael. What will be the initial reaction? The initial reaction may be anger. And that will probably be something that we'll see in the upcoming months. If these cross-border attacks continue, it will not be coming out with peace signs.
As always, many thanks to our DW Russia analyst, Konstantin Egger.